Hello and welcome back, everyone, to Titanfall 2 on Rocket Rabbit Commentaries as we continue to go through the Titanfall 2 campaign. Take down the IMC before they get to BT. Yeah, there. I have annoyed them.
Pull. Pull.
I had never actually done clay pigeon shooting, even in Duck Hunt Dog. I think I have done that exactly once, and I'm like, this isn't nearly as interesting as the primary Duck Hunt mode is.
Welcome back, Cooper. Recommend you secure this area.
Well, BT's having a great time with that shit.
Yeah, because again, he's a Titan. He's about
into
5
BT.
times taller. He's about 5 times taller and up to 20 times stronger than a normal human. So yeah, he can easily pick up and throw the humanoids that are around. I believe we're currently using Ronin. Yeah, we're currently using Ronin. Ronin's got a rotary shotgun, which is interesting, but it's not actually the thing that's really cool about it. The really cool thing about Ronin is the fact that he's got dash and a sword that he can use. But the sword is, although really cool, not exactly, helpful. I think the sword actually has the ability to one-shot the Reapers that are around, or you could, just use your expedition, or even the energy focus one to take them down relatively quickly. And boink.
You bastards can't destroy my shield. I'm invincible.
It's not that we're invincible. It's that we have significantly more health and armor than they do. Like up there, on the top of that specific building, there is a helmet, and it's on screen for a small amount of time. I don't know how the fuck to get to it though. I spent a little bit of time in this part trying to get to it, I think.
Damage report.
And it's like, how do you get up there? Just the how. I want to get up there to collect that helmet, but I can't find it.
Hidden pathway.
I assume that there's a hidden pathway, but I just straight up cannot find it. I assume actually that the hidden pathway is this collection of pillars, but I can't seem to actually get high enough using them. So.
Protocol 2 mission update. Replace the uplink module. The socket for the module is at the top of this dish. A throw combined with additional climbing is required.
I don't want to go
one
up
we have
there.
to charge.
There's a pilot helmet over here. All right, BT,
Take
let's
my
go.
hand.
And whoosh.
Yeah. Now that's the power of teamwork.
It might be that grapple line that we just passed that allows us to get that helmet, but I kind of doubt it because that sounds like it would just be a one-way down. More climbing the tower. There are drones in this segment, but no, we've got a Mastiff, so it's not like the drones are any significant threat.
Kane and Ash are dead. Someone's been killing your mercs, and it looks like one of our radios has been nicked. You knew you shouldn't have hired those tossers.
I'm Pilot. This is Cuban Blisk.
Hey, Blisk.
Listening to us, eh? You want to be a hero, yeah? Okay, keep coming at me. Keep coming.
That's the plan, Blisk.
I'd stop trying so hard to be a hero.
Took him long enough to figure out that we've been listening in on his
Well, we're not directly
communications.
talking to them, so yeah, it's pretty basic espionage. Don't talk to the dudes when you don't need to, and spy on them as long as you can get away with.
We must get those detonators.
That's a thing. I don't think we actually see any proximity mines or any explosive traps ever get set up by the IMC or the bounty hunters.
Go fuck yourself, Hans.
Module replaced. Haha. Speaking of ha-has, Kingdom Hearts 3 and its collection is officially getting released on Switch, like in a couple of months. So that is a thing. Thanks, BT. How the fuck did you actually manage to catch us and not rip our body off?
I am that fucking good. He gave us a
Yeah,
thumbs up.
BT
That's
is awesome.
cute.
He has personality. He's not supposed to have personality, but he has personality.
Outstanding work.
My human nonverbal communication programming had indicated that thumbs up means good.
This is Richter. Intercept and destroy their pilot. Then execute the remaining militia troops.
Aww, but we like these militia troops. They give us access to the ARC tool.
Militia forces, lock down the control room. Threats detected.
Okay, but yeah, what Richter does for a majority of this fight is he throws a bunch of Reapers at you, and then he shows up in the tungsten fluoride mixture, and well, effectively teleports around. Thankfully, the militia base actually has got these really dinky turrets on it that continuously give us some additional fire support for the entirety of this fight. So. Energy sword.
Use the object as cover. They're indestructible objects. Use
They
them
are
as
not
cover.
indestructible. They will eventually go down during the fight.
Recharging shield. Shield recharged, pilot.
To
cover.
be perfectly honest, the Ronin is not a bad loadout for your Titan. It's just not one that I like. The rotary shotgun is honestly really effective in medium range, in close to medium range, and the energy sword is a decent option. But the expedition, despite how basic it is just significantly more effective at dealing with the types of enemies that we fight.
You get to choose which one you wish to be. Und jetzt mach ihn fertig.
Also, Richter also throws at us, his own Ronins. So, and throw.
This was from my personal collection. Scheiße.
All right, and finish off this Ronin really quickly, like so. Pick up the healing item, then take down the other Ronin.
Take his batteries. How dare you? How dare you?
How dare you have spread rockets on the best set?
First core ready.
Hold off on using burst core. We want to save it for when Richter shows up, because he should be showing up just about now. Richter, there you are.
Care to have a real fight? Let's see what you got up close and personal. Oder willst du weglaufen wie ein kleiner Junge?
I don't know what Junji means in German, Mr. Cloud. I assume it's a curse word.
No, Junge means Scheiße. Scheiße. Jungen probably means game, because that's a lot of European languages will use like the JU root to mean like game or game player.
Okay.
Or winner. Could also mean game winner. Time to die, little man.
I mean, he's already way lower on health than we are, so thanks to
I don't know. First, don't let your guard down just because the boss is low on health. Remember your Bloodborne exposure. The worst thing that can happen is that you let your guard down just because the boss was low on health.
execute, slam. And so we have slain Richter. Honestly, the Richter boss is not anywhere near as difficult as the other bosses in the game. Mostly because the terrain is actually in our favor with all the different cover spots we've got access to.
Pilot, recommend you disembark.
There. We have disembarked, Mr. BT.
Chaos is functional. Rainier, fire it up. Yes, sir. Transmission sequence activated. It's working. Transmission power 25% and climbing.
Okay.
60%. Good. Almost there. 80%. Signal strength at maximum power. We are a go for transmission.
Broadcasting data stream.
But they could have just said at any point, "Okay, we got it." I'm not sure what the fucking countdown was for.
Hey, Sarah.
Commander Briggs, this is BT-7274. Protocol 2, uphold the mission. Report intel to the fleet attached to the SRS unit.
Punch for joy.
I hear you guys are still down there. We're receiving your data now.
And that ends the beacon. And now we have an actual cutscene as Sarah comes to come pick us up.
Your data recorder says your original pilot was KIA.
Correct. Captain Ty Lastimosa was killed in action.
His first name was Ty.
Now linked to an active pilot.
Poor Digimon Adventure protagonists.
Wait a minute. Lastimosa linked you to a rifleman?
Yes, he had no other options.
Understood. We'll get you transferred to a fully qualified pilot.
Objection. Cooper is my pilot. Our combat effectiveness rating now exceeds 90%. Request permission to retain this link.
Come on, Sierra.
You're lucky our backs are up against the wall, BT. Permission granted.
Yay!
It's high praise coming from a machine, Cooper. Thanks to your scan data of the Ark, we've tracked its energy signature to an IMC base right here on Titan.
Of course.
We don't have much time. Let's go.
Alright.
No, it's nice to get recognition.
Very nice. Especially from our friendly neighborhood BT. So yeah, we're gonna do some weird shit now. You notice how the last two
Well, it could be weirder than time
last two
travel.
levels were relatively heavy on the gimmick. Well, this is trial by fire, and you remember how every single World War II shooter in existence has us do the landing on the beach of Normandy?
Without its power source, the Ark.
Yeah.
Well, I do believe, and I'm probably speaking a little bit too early here, that we're about to do the raid on the IMC base.
Stand by for Titanfall.
Yeah.
Title drop.
Let's switch over to Ion. Halo drop. Welcome to Normandy, Mr. Cloud.
Get to cover, pilot. We're taking down that wall.
You got armored turrets. You got defensible advancing positions. You got a shitload of enemies. You got everything blowing up all over the place, and you have relatively linear objectives that you have to follow through and wait for things to happen in order to advance the battle line. Like that, blowing up the front wall, which takes down the majority of the auto-firing turrets. But behind them, a boatload of Ronins and Brutes. Oh, and North Stars as well. It's a fucking
only thing I
smorgasbord of
find
Titans
weird
you gotta
about-
take down. There's Reapers, there's Stalkers. There's at least 2 of every single Titan that we've had to fight so far, and it's just a fuck ton of shit, man. What they want you to do here, to be perfectly honest, is not actually bother fighting most of this stuff, but just continually advance the battle line and take down whatever the fuck comes in your way. If you can do that and stay relatively healthy, because the majority of your enemies are going to be Titans and or robots, so they have a decent chance of supplying you with additional health. You can do a majority of this mission fine. But yeah, that's what our next primary mission is going to be. We're effectively storming Normandy.
Which is weird because we already killed the German character.
Well, Normandy was yeah, you're right. Normandy was German. My bad.
Well, Normandy was in France, but was occupied by Nazi Germany.
I'm trying, but there's so many Titans. Retreat!
Get the battery. Get the battery.
Use your cores, people. Teleport into that underground entrance.
Use your batteries.
Always have more batteries.
Flex that servo. Alright, now we're back at
Almost
almost
full health.
93% capacity.
I'm taking on the Brute just because I want to. I don't need to take. You do not need to take down all of the IMC Titans that are here. In fact, as Sarah was telling us, we really shouldn't be. We need to get close to the ship that's about ready to take off as soon as possible. And not us messing around with a lot of these smaller fry is not aiding in that mission objective. But as this is, you know, storming the beach of Normandy, I felt the need to show off just how fucking chaotic and interesting this particular combat segment really can be if you decide to stay around for too long.
Excessive damage. Warning. Warning.
And boom, we blew up a Tone.
Tone is down.
More Ronins, more Reapers. We are locked on a tripwire. Grab the battery.
Yep, keep picking up those health drops.
Pilot, you're with me.
I'm trying, okay, but there's dudes to kill. And I wants to kill the dudes.
Okay, now's the part where we start leaving
Yeah.
these guys behind.
Don't forget that you actually do still have access to the melee option, and the melee option is actually more viable than you think it is. It does a decent amount of damage, and bosses have to be meleeed in order to finish them off. This is a new Titan type for us, the Legion. It is relatively heavily armored, and it comes with a delayed explosive launcher. I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know if we ever get to this particular set. Again, it's been too long since I played, but I wouldn't honestly want to play with the Legion setup because it's a bit heavy and slow. Be safe, everybody.